When the man who invented the iPhone partners with the lab that invented ChatGPT and they choose Vietnam over China, you know this isn't just a gadget launch, it's geopolitics. On May 21st, 2025, OpenAI announced it will absorb IO for roughly $6.5 billion in stock, naming Jony Ive chief design architect and folding more than 50 ex-Apple designers into a new devices division. 2 trading sessions later, Apple's share price had slipped 1.8%, about $45 billion in evaporated market cap, underscoring how quickly strategic risk now moves through the market. But the real eye-opener wasn't the price tag, it was the geography. Instead of defaulting to China's vast electronics ecosystem, OpenAI signaled its first device will be built in Vietnam and finished in the United States. That single decision threads 3 geopolitical needles at once. It reduces exposure to Beijing's export controls, pleases US lawmakers pushing friendshoring, and positions the product as a friendly guest under Europe's tough new tech rules. Washington's AI chip export curbs have already pushed Chinese firms to accelerate homegrown GPU programs, prompting NVIDIA's Jensen Huang to call the measures a policy failure. Meanwhile, advisors to Donald Trump hint that if the White House changes hands in November 2025, the rules could swing the other way, leaving multinationals to navigate regulatory flip-flops measured in quarters, not years. Placing assembly in Vietnam lets OpenAI dodge whichever way the wind blows. Future sanctions on chips, cameras, or rare earth magnets become a Vietnamese headache, not theirs. For half a decade, Vietnam has courted the world's angst over China-centric supply chains. Foxconn, Apple's main assembler, has pumped billions into server and handset campuses outside Hanoi and Bac Giang. Respected analyst Ming-Chi Kuo now pegs those same lines to build OpenAI's first AI companion. In one stroke, OpenAI inherits a maturing electronics cluster, lower geopolitical overhead, and a government desperate to prove it can do premium hardware at scale. An American AI startup reshoring Apple's design legend while pruning China from its bill of materials is Beltway Catnip. It hands US policymakers a poster child for tech sovereignty exactly when they want a counter-narrative to Beijing's heavily subsidized AI hardware push. Early leaks point to custom CMOS image sensors paired with off-the-shelf ARM MPUs likely fabbed at TSMC's 3nm node, then packaged in the United States under CHIPS Act incentives. Advanced packaging in Arizona hedges against a Taiwan Strait disruption and flatters U.S. industrial policy optics. Shipping lanes matter too. Vietnam's deepwater Cam Ranh Bay offers a route that skirts both the strait and China's more militarized reefs, while new direct services to the U.S. West Coast shave days off transit. Add Hanoi's 2024 labor code revamp, which now lets foreign firms hold their own IP onshore, and OpenAI gets a compliant, lower-risk manufacturing springboard. United States, CFIUS and Outbound-Investment rules. Washington's Outbound-Investment regime that took effect in January 2025 puts AI hardware squarely on its radar. OpenAI's domestic ownership should ease the review, but perpetual microphones and cameras will still bring privacy hearings. European Union, Digital Markets Act. Microsoft, OpenAI's biggest partner, is already branded a DMA gatekeeper, which means any AI companion that hits Europe could face interoperability mandates such as forced model switching from day one. Designing for that reality now is cheaper than rewriting firmware later. China, our Retaliatory Toolkit. Beijing's escalating restrictions on gallium and germanium show it is willing to weaponize strategic metals. A high-volume U.S. AI device may invite sharper quotas or license delays, but moving assembly to Vietnam blunts the immediate sting. The ghost of Humane's AI pin. Every new wearable now competes with Humane's ill-fated AI pin, a product that conked out after roughly 5 hours of use. Ive's engineers are reportedly targeting 2 full days of mixed use. If they miss, history could rhyme, and rival Apple will remind consumers. From the South China Sea to Capitol Hill, the next gadget war has already chosen its battlefield's ports, fabs, and policy papers. Whether OpenAI's bet topples Apple or merely tilts the field, remember, power compounds, and so does knowledge. Keep compounding.